guys, we are going to get a reading in for the sign of Capricorn. And this is going to be a new moon reading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start this moon and I'm going to give as much information as I possibly can within the amount of time that it takes to go off. I found last night it's around 30 minutes. If 30 minutes is too long of a time because you're like, I got other things to do, which is already the vibe of feeling this right now. I don't got time to do this. That's the vibe I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is that I've got so many things to do that I don't have time to do things for myself. Always remember, there's a little button at the top and it'll say, you click it and it can say playback speed. It might be at the bottom depending on if you're watching on your phone or on the computer, but it'll say playback speed. It'll instantly say normal, but if you put it to like 1.5, it'll speed it up. I'll almost sound like a chipmunk. But it'll play it a lot faster. So if you're wanting to hear all of this in a faster mode than I'm actually talking right now, which is still kind of fast for me, you're more than welcome to do that. But I'm going to start this and I will get as much information as Spirit wants, or the moon wants to illuminate for you within the time coming. All right, let's get started. Okay, Capricorn, please. His legs don't know how to run from commitment anymore. They only know how to chase love. The games, the hobbies, the time spent with friends is escapism. When you become what he escapes from more than you're a part of his escapism, that is when you know there is trouble in the pot. And in a world where far too many will wish failure upon him and shove their doubts down his throat until he is full with enough of their opinions to vomit out his dreams. Okay, this is someone who feels like, this is a Capricorn who feels like, going to their person was always like a safe haven or something like that, but it's a way that they could escape from the world and all the crap that's going on around. But this specific Capricorn is now feeling like they can't even go to their person. Like if they go to their person, it's going to be all hell because everyone's going to want them to do exactly what they want them to do instead of what Capricorns want to do. Not escaping fate. Just a little push. All she needed was just a little push to feather into the arms of the one she loved. Okay, so this is maybe saying, this particular Capricorn needs some love. They just need a little bit of love. They don't want to run from love no more. They're too old. They're too tired of the games. They don't want to play games. They just, want their person to do right by them and treat them right. Yeah, and tell them that they're doing a good job, and not be their hindrance. Be their safe haven again. One more here. This is literally Capricorn that is feeling like the weight of the world on their shoulders. They feel like everything is coming crumbling down around them, and all they want is to not run from their person, but to just be able to come home to them, to feel safe with them, to feel loved. Okay, so you have a narcissistic karmic who is trying to start shit with you. Who is trying to force others to leave your side. Yeah, here you go. You've got stressed out, yeah. But this narcissistic karmic is literally, she's not giving you any validation. She's making you feel bad about yourself. She's making you feel like you weren't good enough, like you made the wrong choice maybe. Maybe you don't want to I don't know. Okay, yeah, because this year, now that I see this card, Capricorn, masculine, you chose wrong. You chose the wrong person, and you realized it a little too late. Maybe you chose a narcissistic karmic. Maybe the person that you chose is very, like, controlling, very, you know, wants it. Yeah. You chose because you weren't awakened yet. You're still in your distorted masculine. And a lot of times that'll happen, you know, because if you are a divine masculine or a divine feminine, you will be attracted to other divine masculines and divine feminines, whether they are awakened or they are not. It's not that they're always your person. That's how sometimes we get a false twin. It's that we recognize the pure love inside of them that we feel inside of ourselves, and it just draws you to them. But sometimes, little note, one day they will come for me, and when they do, I'll be ready. Okay, and this divine feminine, take whatever side you are, whether you're the masculine or the feminine, it doesn't matter. This divine feminine is afraid of her masculine leaving. Okay, so you've got a divine masculine, you have a narcissistic karmic, and you have a divine feminine. You've got someone who literally is trying to... Man, this stressed me out just reading it. You got someone who's literally trying to go around and ruin your life and, you know, make other people hate you. But then you have a divine feminine here who you have on the... Maybe you haven't even paid attention to the divine feminine, who's having nightmares because she's afraid you're going to leave. Okay, let's see here. In this world of bits and pieces, she was whole, so entirely in front of me, the one honest gift of my life, dripping there in the rain. Okay, so this is someone... Yeah, here you've got unawakened counterpart on the top. Here you've got someone who maybe they're just now awakening to who their divine counterpart is, because this whole time, you know, they've been able to be themselves and they feel accepted for exactly who they are and what they want, but they still have this narcissistic karmic that's going in and making things super stressful. And someone's more worried about the other person, afraid that they have made them sad. Maybe they're afraid that they're hurting them. And I'm assuming this is a narcissistic karmic because someone is mad. No. Upright, it's the narcissistic karmic. Reverse, it's the divine feminine. Okay, it's the narcissistic karmic. The narcissistic karmic is mad because it didn't turn out in her favor. She didn't get what she wanted. Okay, so now you've got someone here who's demanding to be heard. Probably the masculine. The masculine is probably in the middle of the two, the divine feminine and this divine, or this narcissistic karmic. And he's like, he's finally standing his ground. And maybe that's why he's stressed out. Because, you know, maybe he's not stood his ground before. As I sat and looked at her, and the rolling hills set upon, I thought what amazing luck I have that the world had created such beautiful things and given me the eyes to see them. Okay, so this is someone who is looking out over everything, and they're just in the state of gratitude. Maybe this is the divine feminine. The divine feminine is in the state of gratitude. No matter what happens, she's just grateful that she was able to see it while she did. Whew, oh my gosh. This reading is super stressful. I'm so glad right now I have not one single dot of Capricorn in my chart. Okay, so you got a divine masculine here who is begging everybody to stop the fighting. Okay, so you got someone here who has ended up running away from their counterparts, which a lot of times when things become intense, which they always will in between a true counterpart, a divine feminine and a divine masculine, when the masculine is not awakened, he will feel the connection is way too intense and he will run. I just got confirmation because my ear is now ringing like crazy. So this person does not want to run away. They want to chase love, but they have all this other stuff that they've got going on. This masculine is walking away from the feminine because they think that it'll protect them. She sat in her perfect house with her perfect husband, wishing her perfect life would end. Yeah, this is someone, okay, if it's this bad, it's literally an actual narcissist, okay? And I'm not using that term lightly because a lot of people can just have narcissistic tendencies that they've learned from, you know, past people. But it's on a consistent basis that you find out if it's a true narcissist. Okay, this is someone who literally has been in this relationship with this narcissist for so long that they've lost who they are. They have become a void. They've felt like they've not been able to be who they are. They felt like they've not been seen. They feel like nobody cares about who they truly are, or on the inside, or what they truly want. Maybe sometimes they don't even get asked what they want. They just they just get forced to go along with what everybody else wants to do, and or their partner wants to do, and it just will drain you. It will drain you of who you are. It'll drain you of remembering what it is, you know, that you wanted in the first place. It's like you completely lose yourself within this relationship, and that's why it is always good to, you know, find self-love long before you get into a fully committed relationship, because in that person, you know, it's two people that come together and complement each other, you know, because no other person can actually complete you. Only God can. Another person is only supposed to be there to complement you, because you're not going to be alike all the time. You know, maybe someone likes to go shoot guns and the other person is anti-gun. Maybe someone likes to go shoot airsoft or paintball and the other person is like, no, that's stupid. I'm not going to go do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to go basket weaving or antique shopping. And the person's like, well, you know, can I go play with my friends and you go antique shopping with your family? And the other person's like, no, you have to go with me. You got to hold my purse. You know, something stupid like that. It's like this person is stressed out because they've not been allowed to be who they are. And now if this person is... Oops, sorry, we got cut for 2 seconds. I'll give an extra second. All right, so this is someone who literally has been forced to become someone else in, you know, this relationship. You know, they had to put away who they are, and now if this person is leaving and they're realizing who they are, you know, and they've had to step back, it's scary, you know. It's very stressful if you've literally lived your life for other people and you've never found the self-love to where you would know, you know, this is who I am. But now it's like having to relearn yourself all over again. Anything else here, Spirit, in this? Okay. Yeah, this is now this divine masculine, or this, yeah, I'm assuming this is divine masculine. The divine masculine in this section is literally having to find balance, to see their shadow side, to figure out who they are, what they want. Okay. Getting your shit together requires a level of honesty you can't even imagine. There's nothing easy about realizing you're the one that's been holding you back this whole time. Literally, it would have been as easy as saying, no, I don't want to do that. I have things that I want to do, but I still want to be with you. And I feel like we can have lives outside of each other and then still return to each other at the end of the day. You know, because you still have to have a life outside of your person. As long as you are not doing anything bad or doing something that's going to hurt the other one, there should be no problem in it. Okay. Sorry is nothing The real apology comes when you can look in their eyes and see they hurt themselves just as much. Yeah, if you actually really love someone, especially if this is your twin, when you hurt your twin, you're going to hurt yourself. And here's the thing, hurt comes in many different forms. Okay, so let's say, I'm just going to use me and my twin for example. Okay, the connection between me and my twin was really intense, and I felt like he wasn't fully awakened or willing to accept the journey, which I don't even know if he still is now. I don't know. But either way, when he kept like pushing me off to the side like I wasn't important, and he kept making me feel like I wasn't important at all, and I'm not saying that your person validates you, because that's the complete opposite. However, if you are in a relationship, relationships have things that you must do. Not to this extent. Okay? You don't lose who you are, but you can't be in a relationship if you don't show up for it. Like, if you can show up for everybody else and then leave your person on the back burner, that's not the way a relationship works. That means you are in the wrong. However, when it pushed me to the point where it kept happening again and again, I was like, if you don't want to be in this, it's okay. I can just leave, because I had heard that we would have to split up anyways, because there was awakening that had to happen, and divine soulmates and karmics that had to come in. And when we hear these stories about karmics and soulmates that come in, we instantly go to, oh, well, they're going to be awful. Well, they're going to be awful for a reason. They teach your person something, because everybody who comes in to trigger you is coming in to teach you something. It doesn't mean that they're meant to be in your life forever. It just means they have a role that they promised that they would come in and play in your life. And through that, they teach us something, so that when we finally do align, if you are meant to be with your twin flame, and you choose it, because again, it is a free will thing. Your twin flame comes in to help awaken you. It does not mean that you will end up with them. They just will trigger the shit out of you. Once you awaken, you will think about them all the time, and it will be the hardest thing in the world that you will have to overcome, is getting over this person and trying to figure out how you can love someone else, so that you don't hurt a divinely guided soulmate that comes in, because you're going to love this soulmate. When your divinely guided soulmate comes in, it's going to be easy. A twin flame is not easy, but a divinely guided soulmate is easy. And they're the person that comes in if your twin flame messed up, and God's like, my child's hurting. I'm going to send them someone who's going to love them exactly the way that they are, and see them for exactly who they are, And so when two people separate and it hurts one person, it's going to hurt the other. If you hurt the other person, it's still going to hurt you. That's what real love is. When it hurts you to hurt someone else, then that's how you know it's love. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of times love comes out in many forms. It can come out in anger. It can come out in rage. It could come out in sadness. It could come out in depression. It could come out in just overload of love or super emotions, but it's going to come out in many different ways. So sometimes you think, well, I didn't hurt that person wasn't hurt when they hurt me. Look and see how they're acting. If they start ending up getting irritated a lot, if they start getting mad, if they start getting stressed the F out, if, all of this stuff starts happening, it's letting you know that is a form of love that is built up inside, that is trying to come out. But when you feel like you can't show it as love, it pushes through in other ways, shapes, and forms. So you never know someone's true heart until you truly find at the inside of who they are. So never think that someone who hurt you, that it didn't hurt them just as much. Because I know when my twin flame left, because we had problems, it hurt me. I watched one of his I watched one of his readings whenever I have dreams that get really strong, just to check to make sure that they're okay. Because one, if you care about someone, you will always care about them, even if it's just a twin or a friend or, you know, an ex. You're still going to want to know that they're okay. And when my dreams get really strong, I'll watch. Well, one of the videos that I watched, you know, it was like he was talking and the twin flame thing came out and he instantly went to, I don't believe in twin flames. And you could tell he instantly got triggered and he instantly got irritated, he instantly got mad, which means your trigger is, I'm going to say this, what triggers you in a reading is what is meant for you. If you get triggered by saying, I'm not a twin flame, I don't believe in twin flames, you are definitely a twin flame. You are a twin flame. It does not mean that you have to end up with your twin flame. It just means what triggers you is for you. It's the trigger that is supposed to come to teach you something. You will trigger this person. They will trigger you. And because believe me, hearing him saying it triggered me. It pissed me off. And again, that's a form of hurt. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're angry at them. It means, hey, you hurt me. Anyways, what place is this? You are lost, and this is nowhere. Nowhere is closer to somewhere, and it is closer than you think. Okay, so this is kind of like, you know, when you strip down and you lose everything, you know. When you literally have nothing left, everything in the world is open up to you. Like when you have no path to choose, any choice is available to you. And that is a scary feeling when someone's path has always been chosen for them. When someone has always said, you have to do this, you have to go here, you have to be like this, you have to be like that. Whether it's a controlling parent, whether it's a relationship, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you've got miscommunication here. Maybe this person miscommunicated. Maybe someone said something and someone else took it another way because it triggered them because they weren't fully awakened and it triggered them. Maybe it triggered a codependency or an abandonment issue. It triggered the issues that were in that, and it made the person, you know, think that someone else said something than what they actually said. Okay. And here we go. But someone wants something that was meant for you, and they're going to do anything to steal it from you. This is literally probably a narcissistic karmic who is like, you know, this is mine. I'm going to keep it. I don't care what you want. And then you got this masculine here who's like, I'm stuck in the middle, and now I'm pushed out, but then now people are trying to pull me back in. And the masculine's probably like, I just want to play video games. I don't know why I thought that. I just saw the little symbol here. The masculine just wants to be at peace, wants to find happiness, wants to get over the stress, wants to just be. These are going to be all up right. You know, well, after this, because I already flipped that. All right. Okay, so this right here is telling you that love is upside down. It is not bountiful and whatever. It's been turned. Your life has been turned upside down. Your heart has been turned upside down. You don't know up from down, right from wrong. You know, you don't know which path to choose. But just choose the path, Capricorn. That's the thing. Choose a path. It does not matter which path you choose. You will find clarity. By taking a path, you will find the clarity. If you start to go down a path and it is not the path meant for you, Spirit will literally put thorns all over it and will not let you pass. And you will have to come back and travel the right path. So just pick a path. Stop stressing about which path do I take, which choice do I choose. If you think one is better than the other, choose that and stick with that one and see how it goes. And if it's not, every day that you wake up, you could choose something different if you want. However, just be careful if this is including children. Like I haven't got children yet, but if children come into the play, that's a little bit of a different. That's where I would see this stress, this extreme stress coming out. Because if you've had children with the wrong person, then you have, you know, like a loyalty to this child, and that would make it harder to go down a different path. Because to me, I mean, it would be really hard to leave my children behind. Some other people do not, but all right. So 5. Okay, someone is really needing to speak up. Someone is needing to speak their truth. Tell people who they are, what they want, what they need. You know, maybe someone just needs to tell the other person, hey, I don't like doing this. You make me do this all the time, but I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. You know, I only do it because I love you, but maybe sometimes I want to do something that I want to do as well. And I'm telling you right now, that is not a bad thing, Capricorn. If you're in a relationship, both people are equally as important, you know, and it should go both ways. If you love someone enough to do something that you don't really care for doing just so that you can be with them and spend quality time together, they should return that and do something. Maybe they don't necessarily want to do something, but they, you know, it's like a compromise. Hey, if you'll go basket weaving with me, then maybe I'll go shoot you later. You know, paintball. I don't even know. I don't know. You know, and this is Spirit telling you, you need to figure out what it is that you want to manifest. You know, this person here is turning the blue into the red. They're turning this sadness into this passion. You know, they're wanting to see, you know, hold it up, ask God, hey God, this is what I want. This is what I need. And you know, literally Spirit's saying, reach out. You know, you have not because you ask not. You know, and you've got to, see, you got to find the balance. This is what I keep saying. You've got to find balance in between the person you're with and the person that you are. You know, because you're going to be two completely different people coming together to, you know, create a life together. You got to find an equal balance. You have to be equally yoked. Guys, sorry, we got cut off again. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a couple extra minutes because there's just a minute left on this. And then I got a phone call. So I'm just going to go a couple more minutes here. All right. What else does Capricorn need to know, please, Spirit? Someone is feeling alone. You've got 5, 5, and 1, 1. There's 16. All right, someone is feeling alone. Okay. So this is, maybe this is maybe we've got some Capricorns going through divorce. They feel like they've got to rebuild, and this time they've got to do it again. There's the third one, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. They feel like they've got to rebuild from the base all the way up. Sadness and isolation. So this Capricorn, it's either you or your person. Take it as a resonate. Switch it as needs to be. This person is they're going through a spell of depression. Maybe they feel like their whole world is falling down around them. Advice from Spirit. Okay, so advice from Spirit is they want them to take control of everything, and they want to do it. They want to seek this sort of truth in. They want somebody to speak their truth. And it's downright. And so this is like a complete, because you've got 5, 5, 5. So you've got multiple 5s here, which are change. They want you to stand up for yourself. They want you to speak the words from your heart. They want, whether it's good or bad, they want you to speak your truth. They want you to believe that you will succeed and that you will go to calmer waters, that there's going to be a light at the end of this tunnel, of this sea of emotions. You will eventually get to light if you keep going. But I'm hearing you got control here, but this is more like control your thoughts. Spirit's telling you they want you to control your thoughts. That's how your thoughts are going to be what either helps you win or helps you lose. Probably with this fight, with depression, with sadness, with feeling isolated, with everything like that. Alright, yeah. They want you to trust and take that leap of faith and embrace everything that is coming. You're going to feel it down deep in your soul. Let's see. Let's pull one of these. Pull a card for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Your growth scares people who don't want to change. You may just need to shake your booty. Prayer is dope AF. And the ancient proverbs, if you meet more than 2 assholes a day, you're it. In other words, whoever is complaining about everybody being an a-hole, if you have a conversation with them, if they say everybody that they've met throughout their whole day is an a-hole, that probably means that they are the a-hole. And it's a projection. Let me see. Alright, I'm just going to pull an oracle card here and we are going to be done. Oracle card, please, for Capricorn, Spirit. Oracle card, please, for Capricorn. Alright, you got 2. Secret temptation, being led astray, and shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. We'll go with this first one. Being led astray. Accept your choices. Temptation can be everywhere, dependent upon your vices. And unfortunately, there will always be temptations to the human psyche. We can learn from these vices as they teach us about our emotional triggers prior to our actions. Self-mastery is key. Yeah, so they want you to self-master the train of your thought, because the triggers help teach you. Risk-taking should be avoided now, with careful consideration of any planning of events, career changes, or major decisions. A lack of willpower may influence your impulses. Be strict with your budgets, as financial blowouts are significant now. Right now, the truth is yet to be revealed. Be cautious in lending any goods you wish to have returned, as deception is around every corner. Be mindful of the agreements or contracts at this time and seek professional advice where appropriate. If you are in a relationship, you may feel that it is at risk of a third-party influence. Addictions such as gambling, drugs, sex, alcoholism, and even food are indicated through this card. Being tempted by the devilish behavior is leading you down a bad path. The health card encourages you to regain control of your life, building willpower and determination, using a step-by-step approach for support and encouragement. Ultimately, the temptation to be bad or let loose is having a negative effect on yourself and the people around you. If you are experiencing challenges with your personal habits at the moment, now is the time to develop structured and systematic coping strategies that you can lean on when you are tempted to be led astray. However, you are a conscious creator, so be accountable for your past and current choices and seek to change them in the present and in the future. All is not lost, but if you act as if you wish to improve your circumstances, continuing to ignore the problem will only make the situation worse. Professional assistance is required now. Seek a suitable health practitioner associated with your specific challenges. And your affirmation: I will continue to make positive choices. I free my emotional burden. Okay, so, and the other one is it's wanting you to look deeper into the truth, and release the things that are holding you back. And again, make sure to watch your health. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure, you're staying healthy, because that came up in both of these cards, 31 and 32. Okay, I hope this helped, Capricorn. Hit a like and subscribe down below if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button if you like to be notified for the next visits, and I'll see you at the next video. All right, stay weird. Bye.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.